like to be a firefighter. He's got pictures, too. Mac waved at the crowd, at ease with being in front of people the way Reggie would never be. And I see that Firefighter Morgan's brought along an assistant. The librarian, old enough to be Reggie's grandmother, said with a smile.
A handsome single assistant,
Mac said with a huge grin.
I'm Mac.
Mac, Reggie said under his breath.
Behave.
Several of the parents with their children gave Mac a second look. I'll give you my number when we're through, the librarian teased, and continued when the laughter had died down. Welcome all, and let's get this show on the road. She turned to Reggie, and thank you for agreeing to do this. The lieutenant had carved out an hour for the lecture, part of the fire department's public relations, and a way to engage the community. Reggie loved the idea of the station getting to know their neighbors, but not if he had to be the one doing the talking. He gave Mac another look. The bastard ignored him. Reggie turned back to the crowd of eager faces and knew he might as well get started.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for coming out on a sunny summer day. I know you'd probably rather be swimming or playing than hearing me talk.
Not me, one little girl said. I have a lot of questions. Me too, a young boy agreed.
Okay, great.
Reggie cleared his throat, not comfortable with such scrutiny. The little girl had dark eyes that seemed to look through him, not at him. She couldn't be more than 5 or 6, dressed to look adorable in matching pink shorts and a t-shirt showing off her tan, holding a fuzzy grizzly bear. But that cuteness packaged a small, intense, and scary kid. He swallowed and pointed to the screen, now showing a picture of a fire truck and the number 44 emblazoned over it.
I'm Reggie. This is Mac.
Mac nodded.
We're with Station 44 and we work C shift. Our station has 4 8-person shifts, A, B, C, and D. And we have 2 lieutenants, who are our bosses. The
little girl cut in. How come you only have 2 lieutenants but you have 4 shifts? I know my math, and I think you're missing 2. Reggie contained a sigh.
Our lieutenants cover 2 shifts each.
Oh, the little girl nodded.
We have pretty much the best job in the world, because we get to help people when we can, and we get to meet new people all the time.
But what if they're burned? That's not great. The little girl frowned. Behind her, a well-dressed man in slacks and a polo rolled his eyes.
That's a good point, Reggie agreed. And maybe this job wouldn't be good for someone who hates fire or is afraid of blood, but we...
Blood? The girl's eyes narrowed. What blood? Do you make people bleed? Mac coughed but didn't quite muffle his laughter. A few adults grinned. The girl's father, uncle, shushed her.
Emily, let him speak. Sorry. No problem.
Reggie mentally thanked the guy.
Well, we as firefighters in the awesome city of Seattle have to do a lot more than put out fires. As you probably know, there are 34 stations in the city, including Harborview Medical Center. All of them run 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Mac changed the slides, showing the layout.
We have 5 battalions, and each battalion has a chief.
One boy raised his hand, not the intense Emily, thank goodness.
Yes,
Reggie said. Do you mean battalions like the army? My dad is in the army. Are you in the army? Emily asked, without raising her hand.
Actually, I was in the Navy. Mac was in the Air Force, and 2 of our crew who aren't here were in the Marines.
Semper Fi, a woman said from the back of the room. Semper Fi, always faithful, the Marine Corps motto. Reggie grinned.
I'll tell them you said that. But you know, we live with an always faithful mindset when we work, too. Firefighting is a lot more than using a hose with water to put out a fire. Does anyone know what life-saving is?
A little boy in the back answered, saving a person so he doesn't die.
That's a great answer.
The boy beamed.
Every firefighter in Seattle must first be an EMT, an emergency medical technician. We do something called basic life support. That's like taking your pulse or listening to your heart. We can splint your arm if it's broken and take you to the hospital to get fixed. Has anyone ever seen an ambulance?
Mac clicked the slide to show them an ambulance, and everyone's hands raised.
That's what we drive when we're not in the fire truck. Actually, most of what we do is help people get better. We help them in our ambulance, what we call an aid vehicle, and let them go see their own doctor when they want. But if they're really bad off...